Germany's election can seem complex, but a big part of that is simply the intimidating German words used for different things. In today's video, we'll simplify the system so that you and I can easily understand how it works. The federal election are scheduled for February 23rd, 2025. So let's break down the system to make sense of the result when they come in. The Germany's political system. Germany is a democratic and federal republic, meaning power is shared between the national government and individual states. Legislative power is divided between two bodies, the Bundestag, federal parliament, and the Bundesrat, representative body of the state. Germany has two key political roles. Number 1. Federal President, the ceremonial head of state, elected every 5 years. The current president is Frank-Walter Steinmeier. Number 2. The Chancellor, the head of government, who wields real political power. The most recent chancellor was Olaf Scholz, who resigned after his coalition collapse, triggering a snap election. The basic law for Federal Republic of Germany serves as the country's constitution. How the election works. When Germans vote, they cast two votes. The first vote elects a direct representative from their district. Germany has 299 districts. Number 2. The second vote for the party. This determines the overall percentage of seats each party gets in Bundestag. At first, this might seem complicated, but stay with me. It will make sense in a moment. The Bundestag has minimum 598 seats. 299 seats go to the directly elected representatives. The remaining seats are distributed based on each party's percentage of second votes. However, there is a 5% vote share threshold or alternative rule. A party must win at least 3 directly elected seats to qualify for proportional representation. If a party fails to meet both criteria, it doesn't get any seats in Bundestag. This prevents tiny fringe parties from entering the parliament. The overhang and expansion of seats. Let's say the SPD gets 25% of the vote. That should mean around 150 seats in Bundestag. If SPD wins 120 directly elected seats, they receive 30 additional seats from their party list to reach 150. But what happens if a party wins more direct seats than their vote share allows? That's called an overhang. To maintain proportionality, additional seats are allocated to other parties, increasing the total number of seats. This happened in 2021 when the Bundestag ballooned to 736 seats, the largest parliament in the world. Since some parties fail to meet the 5% threshold, their seats get redistributed among those that do, which can also affect the final seat count. The 2023 election law reforms. To prevent excessive seat inflation, Germany introduced a new rules. Number 1. Fixed total of 630 seats. Number 2. The 5% threshold is now the only way to enter the Bundestag. The old 3-seat rule was eliminated. Number 3. The overhang seats are removed. If a party wins more direct seats than their vote share allows, the party's lowest vote directly elected candidates lose their seats. For example, if SPD wins 170 direct seats but is only entitled to 158 seats based on vote share, 12 candidates with the lowest first vote totals lose their seats. Independent candidates, however, are not affected by this rule. Germany's major political parties. Germany's elections are shaped by a multi-party system, where several parties compete for power. Understanding this party is crucial to making sense of how the country is governed. The Christian Democratic Union, CDU, a center-right party that supports conservative values, economic stability, and European unity. Number 2. Christian Social Union, CSU, the CDU's Bavarian counterpart, sharing similar policies but with stronger regional identity. The Social Democratic Party, SPD, a center-left party focused on social justice, labor rights, and expanding the welfare state. Alliance 90, the Greens, a progressive party prioritizing climate action, environmental policies, and social equality. The Free Democratic Party, FDP, a liberal party that advocates for free market, digitalization, and individual freedoms. Alternative for Germany, AfD, a far-right nationalist party opposing immigration, EU integration, and green policies. The Left, a socialist party pushing for wealth redistribution, strong social protections, and NATO skepticism. The BSW, a new left-wing party focused on economic justice, skepticism of neoliberalism, and immigration limits. Each of these parties play a role in shaping German politics. German politics coalition governments. Because of this system, no single party usually wins an outright majority, leading to coalition governments. Forming a coalition can take months of negotiation. Coalitions are often named after the colors of participating parties, such as the Traffic Light Coalition, SPD, Greens and FDP, Jamaica Coalition, CDU, CSU, Greens and FDP, Grand Coalition, SPD plus CDU, CSU. The firewall against the far right. Due to Germany's history, there is a political firewall against the far right parties like AfD. Major parties refuse to form coalition with them, and some extremist parties like the NPD have been banned. However, this firewall was recently tested when CDU collaborated with AFD on migrant bill, causing significant backlash. Germany's election system may seem complicated at first, but when you break it down, it is designed to prevent extreme majorities and ensure fair representation.